So this is formation 2015 0606 additional math paper 1 region 2. So straight to the formula. This is the formula. You can memorize this, or no need to memorize. I mean, you need to do this. I mean, just look at this. If you forget, see, everything is given. And the formula of triangle, of scalene triangle, using the sine rule, cosine rule, and also area rule. Okay, this is area of triangle. Now let's do. Given that the graph of y equals 2k plus 5x squared plus kx plus 1 does not meet the x-axis. This is what you do, and you're doing this right. And what I just do is just continuing what you do. Okay, does not meet x-axis. The d is less than 0, and it touch x-axis, or the tangent touches x-axis. The d equals to 0 when it cuts x-axis. So I just give you the extra additional understanding, and the d is more than 0. And then you can continue this. You factorize, right? So after you get the a, b, and c, you put b squared minus 4ac. This is not b. Yeah, I think it's just about the writing. Less than 0. See, I did something wrong. More than 0. Okay, I can erase this. So sorry. Less than 0, less than 0, less than 0. You pick the negative part. Why? Because it is less than 0. So the answer would be k in between -2 and 10. -2 less than k less than 10. You cannot put the equal sign. Okay, if you put the equal sign, it will be wrong. Okay, make sure that it is less than. Get the idea, Vicky?
Yes.
Okay, nice. So you factorize, you expand, and then solve, right? The zero maker, 10 and -2. And then you put the curve. Why it is smiling? Because the k is positive, right? So a is more than 0, so it's smiling. Okay, and it is smiling. And you pick the -1 because something that is less than 0. So you pick the bottom of the x-axis. Okay, the y negative. Now show that tan theta plus cotan theta, cotangent theta over cosecant theta is secant theta. So what you need to do is try to memorize that tan theta is equals to sine theta over cos theta, and cotangent theta is 1 over tan theta. So you can simply put 1 over sine over cos. So cos theta over sine theta. So the red color is the explanation, and cosecant theta here. 1 over sine theta is cosecant theta. 1 over cos theta is secant theta. This is the memorization that you need to memorize. It's not given on the top. On the formula booklet is only the square formula, such as sine square plus cos square theta equals 1, and so on. Okay, so tan theta sine over cos, cotangent theta is cos over sine, cosecant theta is 1 over sine. And you put 1 over sine on top of it, so become sine theta over 1. You just multiply by its reciprocal, so become like this. And then on the top side, I just make the denominator equal. This one, I just make sine cos, right? And then sine square or plus cos square. And sine square plus cos square is 1, right? So this one, wait, this one is equal to this, using this formula. Okay, there you go. Okay, 1 over sine theta cos theta times sine theta, and then you can cross the sine theta. It's cancel each other, and the rest will be 1 over cos theta and secant theta, and it's proven. After you finish here, just write proven, done. Okay, Vicky, how's it? Still okay?
Yeah, I just need to memorize the thing.
Okay, you have to memorize this, and it's not too hard. Now, find the inverse of matrix. Do you learn matrix? If you learn matrix, you have to change the position of the free variables, or I mean the free variable constant 8 and 9. You put on the other side. 8 and then 5x plus 3y equals 9, or like this, what I did. And then you can put in the matrix form. You pick the number 4, 2, 5, 3 times by xy equals to 8, 9, right? And then after you find the inverse of the matrix, The formula of inverse will be like this. Okay, if I have matrix A, B, C, D, let's say A, the inverse of A is 1 over AD minus BC times by DA. You swap the position of A and B, A and D, alpha and delta, and then you don't switch the position of B and C, but you compromise with the negative. Right? This is the formula of the inverse. Okay, and then AD minus BC, A times D, right? 12 minus 10. There you go. AD minus BC times by, you swap the 3 and 4. 3 and 4 swap the place, see? And then 2 and 5 are not changed, but you compromise with the negative. So you put the negative, and then this is 1 over 2 times this. So 1 over 2 times 3 is equals to 3 over 2. 1 over 2 times negative 2, negative 1. 1 over 2 times negative 5 is negative 5 over 2. 1 over 2 times 4 is 2. Right? So this is the value of the inverse. Then, if you want to find xy, you need to multiply the inverse, right? You put the inverse here, times by 3, 2. 8, 9, sorry, times by 8, 9. Okay, times by this, you multiply this. I put it on top. And then you do the multiplication for the matrix. Do you learn this? Some of my students...
no, I haven't.
You haven't? Okay, so matrix, since 2019, is get out of the topics. Okay, since 2019.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so
right?
we don't need to do it.
Yeah, you don't. You even you don't learn this in school right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we can skip it. And then next, there you go. This is the hardest part. So everything is in terms of radian. So since everything is in terms of radian, you have to understand that is 360 degrees 2 pi radian, right? Remember this?
Yep.
Okay, so to find angle BOC, we have angle AOB 1.7, angle AOC is 2.4, and angle BOC is 2 pi minus 1.7 minus 2.4. You make sure that the calculator is in radian mode. Pay attention in this part. Extremely important. If you do something wrong, if you don't change the mode, you will get mistake. Okay, 2 pi minus 1.7 minus 2.4, right? Because 360 is in total in angle. And then you get 2.18 radian here, BOC. And then find the area of the shaded region. So if I want to find the area of the shaded region, what you need to do is try to find the sector area of AOB, the pizza, right? And the triangle. So sector area formula is pi over 2 r square, or if you remember, sector area half pi r square, theta r square. And the arc will be theta r. If this is in terms of radian. If in terms of degree, sector area is theta over 360 pi r square, remember? And then the arc formula is theta over 360 times 2 pi r times the circumference of the circle, right? But in this case, you use this part radian form. Okay, half over 2 pi r theta r square, or you can just write like this. So to make it more simple and more faithful to the formula, right? And then I get 122.4. The r is 12, right? It's given. The radius is 12. I just put in calculator. The theta is, careful, 1.7, right?
Wait, what does that say? It's a sector area AOB plus
triangle area of BOC.
Oh, okay.
Sorry for the better handwriting. I do it fast. I did it fast just now. I think at 10 p.m. Because I have another class, so I just make it fast. And I already checked it, and the problem is only on the handwriting. the handwriting is so bad. So triangle area, the formula of triangle is half times the adjacent sides, the multiplication of adjacent sides, r times sine theta. The theta is different. The theta of this is 2.18 because BOC, right? You pick this. Okay, and then you use in calculator mode, in radian mode, be careful. And then you get this 122.4 plus 59.05. So the answer will be this 181.45. And then find the perimeter of the shaded region. Okay, help. It's hard. So to find the perimeter of the shaded region, you need, look at my handwriting, I can erase this. The perimeter is always the outmost part. The outmost part. So you have to pay attention to this plus this. So radius plus arc, right? Arc plus by the length, right? So the length of CB using the cos rule, right? The length of CB cos rule. Why? Because we have this triangle, right? And this triangle, so you cos rule of triangle OBC, right? So CB square unknown equals to OB square plus OC square minus OBOC times cos BOC. You put on your calculator, I do it very, very fast. 12 square plus 12 square minus 2 times 12 times 12 times cos of 2.18, and you will get 452.8. Don't forget to square root it. That's the common mistake that you do, that I usually do also. I almost forget to put this. So CB is square root of 452.8, and this is the answer, right? And then we get the CB, tick, and then the arc of AB. Arc of AB is theta r. So I forget to put, I just put the formula, theta times r. The theta of AB is 1.7, right? Oh, it's here, 1.7 times 12 plus AO plus OC, both of them are radius, 12 plus 12 given, plus 21.18 that is obtained from the CB. And then this is your answer. Okay, I don't do this anymore. You can do it on your own, right? Can you, Vicky?
Yeah, also, wait, so for triangle OBC, we use the cosine rule because
You are doing the BC. You are finding BC. And we have two adjacent sides with one angle in between them.
Okay.
Right? So you use cos rule. You cannot use sine rule. Why? Because we don't have.
How do you know when to use them?
Ah, good question. I use cos rule when I have two adjacent sides and one angle. I use sine rule when I have two angle and at least one adjacent side. One side, right? Opposing angle and opposing sides. If you think that you want to use the sine rule, can you do the sine rule? It's hard, right?
Yeah.
It's impossible to use sine rule because we don't have the sufficient sufficient numbers on the triangle, right?
So cosine rule you use it when there's like two sides and one angle.
One angle in between that sides. Yeah, there you go.
And then sine rule is when
we have the opposite sides and its angle.
Okay.
Now, any other question? I just want to make sure that you understand.
Yeah, I understand.
Okay, nice. So 5. Okay, this is talking about probability. This is very, very complicated. No, not very complicated, but for some of the students, this is the hardest question, hardest topic, because we have so many ways to do. We can use the permutation combination, but I use the multiplication rule. Okay, this is the best and the easiest explanation rather than P or R. So a security code is to be chosen using 6 of the following letters A, B, and C. So we have 3 possibilities of letters. Numbers 2, 3, 5. So we also. So we cannot pick any. We can just pick the letters of A, B, C, D instead of B until Z. Right? The number only 1, 2, 3, 5. It's not as free as you think. As we use the usual password, just limited into 3 letters, 3 numbers, and 2 symbols. Right? None of the above may be used more than once. So you have to pick one letter. Let's say if you pick A, you cannot repeat A here. It's wrong. You cannot put 2 letters, 2 same letters. So the total is 8, and what you use is only 6. So how many places we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 characters, right? Out of 8, So the first, no restriction. So total, you can do everything. You can put every letters, number, or symbol. So 8 possibilities. After you do this, after you pick one number, one letter, one character, the next character will be decreased by 1, right? Because you cannot pick the other way. Understand? You cannot pick the same number at same character from the previous. So 8 times 7,
Yep.
times 6, times 5, times 4, times 3. And then that's the amount of possibilities. Okay. Next, the security code starts with a letter and finishes with a symbol. So start with a letter. As you can see, we have 3 letters. So it's either A, B, or C. And finishes with a symbol. Symbol, only 2. It's either star and string or dollars, right? So we have 3 possibilities, 2 possibilities. 2 characters are already taken out of 8, right? So the middle part is free, right? So 3 out of 8, you pick 2 already in letter and symbol. So we have 6 left, right? 6, and then decrease, decrease, decrease. So you multiply everything. Get the idea, Ricky?
Wait. So, because you use the letters and symbols, it like takes away 2, so it becomes 6, 5, 4, 3.
Yes, it taken away 2. Why? Because first and plus, right?
Okay.
Oh, okay. Next, part 3. There you go. This is hard. Wait, yeah. Okay. Okay, 2 symbols are next to each other in the security code. So symbol cannot be separated. They are merged into one. So it can be either star string or string star, right? So we have pick 2. I circle the number that is the symbol. So it can be either on the first position. So we have 5 left actually, right? Because this is 2 already taken. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 characters. 5 character, 1 is combined to, it can be star string or string star. And then you taken 2, so 6, 5, 4, 3, done. And then you can pick the string star in between. And in the third place, 4th position, 5th position. So I just write 5, 4, 6, 5, 4, 3, 6, 5, 4, 3, 6, 5, 4, 3. So actually it is 2 times 6 times 4, 2 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3. We have 5 possibilities. So you multiply by 5 possibilities. Get the idea? It's hard. This is quite complicated because the position of the 2 symbols has to be next each other.
So the number 2 represents the 2 symbols that will always be together, and you put them like in each possible spot.
That's right. That's right. Cool. So the rest will be 6 characters left, right? And why it is 5? Why it is not 6? Because this is already 2 places taken, right? So it's still 6 numbers in the real, 6 characters in the real life, but you cannot pick, you cannot change the symbol, right? You cannot take the symbol out of each other. Okay. Next, this is quite simple. 2 teams, each of 4 students are to be selected from a class of 8 boys and 6 girls. So it has to be 14 people. Find the number of different ways the 2 teams may be selected if there are no restrictions. So out of 14 students, I combined 8. Why 8? Why not 4? 2 teams. Understand? Okay, so this will be the answer. You can use. Remember the rule? 8 factorials, 14 subtract 8 factorials, right?
Wait, we use combination
when there are no order, right?
Okay.
No order. So n factorials, r factorials, n minus r factorials. That's the rule. Okay. This is the formula. I forgot to pick the formula, but I think it's already on top. Okay. one team is to contain 6 boys only, right? So out of 8 boys, I want to pick 4 boys, every boys, and multiply, n is multiply. The other team is to contain girls only. So 6 girls out of 6, you pick 4. So you just do the calculation, and then that's your answer. Okay? I think you can do it. I think this is, I think part 2 is less than part 1. Why? Because no restriction, more possibilities. Less restriction. This is more restriction, so less possibility. Okay, you can use your calculator to find the calculation. This is easy. Okay. Oh yeah, forgot. Any questions on number 5? Okay.
No, I think I get it. Wait,
Yes.
so what 5A, would it be permutations or?
I think for 5A, I don't know whether it is permutation or combination, but I do the multiplication rule. I think it is
Okay,
permutation because the order are different, right?
okay.
About 8p6. Is it same? Let's try. I'm also curious about this. By the way, you give good question, and let's try to solve. Moment. There you go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. 20, 160. And then 8 p6. Oh, same. Nice. It's the same. Yeah. But for number 2, if we have restriction, right? We have the restrictions has to be start somewhere. Start with a letter and finishes with a symbol. I don't think I can use the p. I don't have the idea because if there is no restriction, it's very simple. Okay. I don't know how to do the permutation in part 2 and part 3. No idea. I'm sorry. Okay. Next, yeah. Any other else?
No, I get the rest.
Okay, nice. Now, a particle moves in a straight line such that its displacement x from a fixed point is blah, 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 blah. Find the initial displacement from the particle. Initial is always t equals to 0. Right? So you put t as 0, so x equals 10 times ln 4 minus 4 times 0. So 10 times ln 4. Done. Right? And then, what is this? Okay. Oh, this is for number 1. Part 2, yeah. I'm sorry. It's on the same place, so it's wrong if you put here. So you have to put below later on. Okay. Find the values of t when the particle is instantaneously at rest. So instantaneously at rest means the v equals to 0. Right? So the first derivative is equals to 0. Here, there you go. And then how do you solve this? Okay, so the d dx of 10 times ln t squared plus 4 minus 4t is this. How come? I'll give you the workings. So let's say x equals, I put on the left, sorry. There you go. So x equals 10 times ln t squared plus 4 subtract 4t. So I put the dx over dt, look at the workings, look at the process. 10 is the constant, let it be. And then ln becomes 1 over, right? 1 over the answer, t squared plus 4. You multiply by the derivative of the inside, 2t, right? Chain rule. And then minus 4t becomes 4 itself. And then you can put 20t, right? 10 times 20, so 20t. 10 times 2t, I mean, t squared plus 4 subtract 4. There you go. Is equals to 0. Why? Because instantaneously at rest, no movement. So I put the 4 to the left side, right? Becomes 4 equals 20. And then I do the multiplication rule, cross multiply, becomes this part, 4t squared plus 16 equals 20t. You divide by 4. And you put on the left side, right? You divide by 4, become t squared plus 4 equals 5t. And then you put 5t in middle of the equation and you do the factorization.
Can you explain the first one again?
Okay. This one?
ln. The one where you put 0, like, can you scroll up again? Yeah, the I.
Oh, okay. So initial displacement is where t equals to 0. This is the formula. Initial, first, before it moving. Right, so initial is always t equals 0. Instantaneously at rest, the v equals 0, or the dx dt, or the derivative equals to 0. Get it?
Also, the d over dx ln x squared plus 4, that's not a part of it, right?
Wait, yeah.
Okay.
This is
How
not.
did you get ln x squared?
No.
Blah,
It's
blah,
t.
blah.
It has to be t. I don't know what I did just now. I was doing this part.
Oh,
So look at
okay,
this on the right side. Yeah. No x at all. Sorry.
okay.
Okay, so using this formula, and then you can get the t either 4 or 1. Because to find the values, it's plural. Both of them are logical. T, both of them are positive. Okay. Next. Find the value of t when the acceleration. Okay, this is so much. Okay. So I have the x as what is it? X is 10 ln t squared plus 4 plus 4t, right? And then the v or dx dt, the first derivative, equals 20t over t squared plus 4. We did it previously, right? This one. Okay. And then the second derivative will equals to d square x over dt square. So this is the first derivative. This is the second derivative. So x becomes v. This becomes acceleration. You use the formula. So the 4 is, you can just ignore the 4 because 4 is the number, a constant, right? So what you need to do is try to derive this, what I circle, using the u over v formula. So if y equals u over v, the y accent division rule, u accent v minus u v accent over v squared. So this will be the u, 20t, u accent is 20 itself, right? You just derive the u, and then v equals t squared plus 4. So the v accent, or the derivative of v, is 2t, that's all. And you put the formula, u accent v minus u v accent, this is v squared, right? So just pick the formula right there. And then it is also 0. See, it's 0. So the d square x over dt square equals to 0. I open this 20t square plus 80 minus 40t square, right? And then, okay, 20t square minus 40t square is negative 20t square, right? That's the rule. Plus 80 over t square plus 4 bracket square. I don't expand this. Why? Because it's useless. I do the cross multiplication and it is cancelling with the 0. So 0, actually, I can put here. 0 equals, right, negative 20t square plus 80. So I can put the 20t square to the left side. I think that's better for the mathematical way. 80, right? You move the negative 20. So t square equals 4. T equals plus minus 2. But you pick positive. Why? Because the logical value of time is always positive. Time cannot be backward. Okay. How's it?
Yeah, I need to review the chain rule and stuff. I mean, not chain rule, quotient rule, right?
Yeah, quotient rule. Next. I need to save this. No, meet a factor. Factor needs extra careful. dA. To find the dA here, you have so many ways. dA is DC, so you do a polygon rule. DC 7a, right? Plus CB. CB is opposite with the B direction of CB is negative B then, right? And then plus BA. BA is negative 4a, right? So that is the way you do the dA. And then after you get dA, so you get you simplify 7a minus 4a is 3a minus b. How do you calculate dB? dB is also the same, 7a minus b, right? dB is only this. Look, dB is d C plus CB. I do everything. I put all the workings, right? And then 7A minus B only. So actually, part 1 and part 2 is switched. I think we can do part 1, part 2 first. It's more easily. Given that AX equals lambda, this is the rule, lambda of AC. So what is AX? Unknown, right? But we know that AX is lambda times AC. So what is AC? AC is, wait, where is it? AC. Okay, there you go. AC is here. So anyway, AC can be written as AB plus BC, right? I forget to put that in the formula. AB is 4A plus BC is B, so 4A plus B. There you go. So AX in terms of AB and lambda, that's it. That's all what you need to know. Equals lambda. You can expand, but I don't think it is needed. Just like that. Okay. And then dx. What is dx? Dx is dA plus AX. That's what I already put. Dx equals dA plus AX. We don't know the AX, but we can put here, right? dA is 3A minus B because we get this. So be careful, the number is interconnected. If you wrong at dA at part 1, you wrong at part 4, right? So dA is 3A minus B plus lambda 4A plus B. Or you can expand, but I don't think you need. Okay, again, just put it like this. Okay, next. Given that dx equals micro or mu, right? I just write down one more time. Dx equals mu. Wait, it's wrong. It's not supposed to be like that. Mu times dB. So what is dx? Dx is already given. Dx is here, right? 3a minus b plus lambda bracket for a plus b. There you go. See, it's dx. I think I need to highlight to make it more easily to be seen. Here, it's the dx. The mu or the this one is this 7a. Oh, it's 7. Okay, bad handwriting. Why 7a minus b? Because db is already given 7a minus b. So again, you use this 7a minus b, and then find the value of lambda and the value of mu, right? So this is need to be expanded. So 3a. Okay, I'm too fast, so I even cannot understand what I did just now. So I want to redo this. So 3a minus b, I open the bracket, plus lambda.
Hans, what does lambda or mu mean?
This is the other variable that need to be solved. Okay. Okay, any question? Any other question? So you need to find the value. Okay, it's any kind of variable. Okay.
Okay.
So I pick a on the left side, right? So I pick a here. Something that has a, I separate, right? Because since it is equal, so all the variables of a on the left side is equals to the variable of a on the right side. So 3a plus 4a lambda equals 7a lambda. And the next one, the purple one, negative b plus lambda b equals b mu. And I divide everything by a, and I divide everything by b, and it seems to be more easily to solve, right? So I put the equation properly for lambda minus 7 mu equals negative 3. I put it in a proper position, or lambda plus mu equals 1. So you do the simultaneous linear equation. Can you do it, Barsas? Either it is elimination or substitution. Can you do it?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Substitution. So I'll do it for you. I use the formula, I use the calculator. I'm too lazy. Mode 5, 1. For negative 7, negative 3, 1, 1, 1. There you go. The lambda is 4/11. The mu is equals to 7/11 done. Okay, using calculator, but if you want to use the elimination or substitution method, that's the way. Okay, you can do it as well. Now, E, this is also need to be memorized. If I have y equals e to the power of x, the derivative is unchanged. Remember, e is the natural number. But if I have y equals e power the function, so the dy dx or y xn equals to e power the function itself times 1 over the derivative of u, right? Memorize this. You need to memorize this. It's extremely important. Or make it simple, I put the e power u on top of the u derivative, right? So now 10 is number itself, 10 e power 2x, right? And then you over the derivative of the power. Derivative of 2x is 2, right? Just right like that. And then e power negative 2x, so the number itself, e power negative 2x, times over the derivative of negative 2x, right? So this will be the chain. Negative 2x becomes negative 2. And then what to do next is simplify. You can cross the 2 and 10 by 5, and then 5 times 2 e power 2x, and then plus with minus becomes negative 1 over 2 e power negative 2x plus c. Don't forget to plus c for every integration rule. Part 2. Hence find in terms of, okay, we have the answer already, right? But we need the definite integral. Okay, why definite? The upper bound and lower bound is given. So first thing, find the upper bound minus the lower bound. The upper bound is k, so you change the k by x by k. And next, you change the x by negative k. 2 times negative k is negative 2k, right? So upper bound, lower bound, this is lower bound. And then I can simply put like this, 5 times e power 2k minus half times e power negative 2k. Open the bracket, 5 e power negative 2k minus with minus becomes plus 1 over 2 e power 2k, right? And then given that this answer equals to negative 60. Okay, just put this on top, equals to negative 60. Just copy paste this to this part, right? And then how do you solve this? You multiply by 2. That's the simplest way. Why? I want to annihilate the over 2. So 10, right? 5 times 2 is 10, and the e is same, and half times 2 is 1. So this becomes this equals to negative 120. Look at the circled part. This one. They share the same variables, right? 10 plus 1 then. So 11 e power 2k. And then you can cut my explanation, by the way, Vicky. So just make sure you understand. Negative 1 minus 10, right? So becomes negative 11. And then the 120, I put it on the left side, becomes positive. And then we are done. It's proven, see? Wait. Proven, yeah? Okay, how's it, Vicky?
I think it's good. Wait, what is the k and the negative k on like the?
Oh, this one?
Yeah.
That's the upper bound and lower bound. So you subtract the top side by the bottom side. This is the definite integral.
I forgot about integral.
Okay, you need to understand that here. Let's see if I have, let's say, P and Q of the y dx, right? So it has to be y dx and the q in terms of q. Oh, okay. So let's say the answer is function. So function of q minus function of p. The answer, right? The minus the upper bound minus lower bound. This is called the definite integral. Okay. How's it?
Yeah, it's fine. Actually, yeah, I remember now.
Next. Some more numbers. Using the substitution of y equals e power 2k or otherwise, find the value of k in form of a ln b. It's quite simple. To find the value of k, by the way, you use the logarithm, right? You are asked the power. 2k equals log e, the basis is e, the base is e, and for y. Log e is always ln, so 2k equals ln y. And how do you calculate the k? So k equals ln y over 2, right? That's it. That's it. I don't think we did. Oh, I see. You can combine here. So y equals e power 2k. Okay, so you just write here. So 11 times ln times y. Yeah. Wait, e power 2k. Oh yeah. So 11y minus 11 over y, right? Because it's negative, plus 120 equals to 0. You multiply everything by y, right? And then 11y squared minus 11 plus 120y equals to 0, right? And 11y squared. This is actually on part 4. Okay, I put on top because I don't want to go back and forth. Plus 120y minus 11 equals 0. I just switched the negative 11 and 120, and I'm finding the y right now using the formula of ABC, right? I think you better use the formula instead of you use the what do you call it? Use the factorization formula. It's so hard, in my opinion. See, x1 over 11, y1, right? 1 over 11, y2 equals negative 11, right? So k1 equals ln y1, right, over 2, or k2 equals ln y2 over 2, right? What is y1? 1 over 11. 1 over 11 and negative 11. So ln 1 over 11 over 2, or ln negative 11 over 2, right? You just switch the position of the value of the y. You just do the substitution. Using calculator, okay, it's already complicated. So ln or over ln over gain 1 by 11 close bracket over 2. The answer is negative 1.2. I think that's best. That's the best rounding. K equals one more negative 11. I don't think we have the answer for negative. That's right. No answer, no value. See, error. So no value because ln cannot be negative. So the answer will be negative 1.2 for the K. Any question?
No, I don't have a question.
Okay, nice. The hardest part is integration.
Yeah.
Here. Okay, number 9 is again it's complicated. A curve has equation of this. The normal to the curve, see the normal. So you make sure that you do the right M. Okay, where x equals pi over 4. What is x equals pi over 4? It is in a radian form. So if x equals pi over 4, you need to find the y first, right? I pick y is pi. So if you don't get the idea, or if you think that you get confused, just use the formula with the radian form. Make sure that it is r. So 4 times x, x is pi over 4, right? Pi over 4, close the bracket. You do this, plus 3 cos 2x, plus 3 cos 2 times pi over 4. And this is the fastest way, pi, right? So this is pi. So the point is pi over 4 comma pi. And if you want to find the normal curve, you need to find the tangent line by deriving the dy by dx, right? So y-axis is 4 plus 3, so cos 2x. Pay attention. Cos 2x, I derive this. Cos becomes negative sine. And then do the chain rule times by the inside. So there you go. Right? So you derive. This is y, this is dy dx. Okay, next, you put the negative 3 times 2, negative 6, right? Negative 6, so because negative 3 times negative 2. And then this will be the x. Change the x by pi over 4. You use the calculator again, you can get the negative 2. But make sure you change into the normal negative reciprocal, right? Negative reciprocal, the tangent is negative 2, so the normal is negative. Negative of negative 2 is 2, and do the reciprocal, 1 over 2. And the x is pi over 4, the y is pi as given on the question. See? And you do the formula. Y equals mx plus c, and y equals pi equals, right? We pick the pi. The x is pi over 4 plus c. You can get the value of c, 7 pi over 4. And the formula is y equals mx plus c. The m is 1 over 2 given, right here. And the c is here also. Okay, and then the normal cuts the x and y axis at points A and B respectively. So point A is cutting x-axis where y equals to 0. Remember?
Yes.
Cuts x-axis. And B cuts y-axis. So the x is 0. And you can change the y 0 for A, so 0 blah 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 equals negative 7 over 4, 7 pi over 4 for the x. And the y is always 0 because it's given. So the point A is 7 pi over 4, negative 7 pi over 4, comma 0. Okay, bad handwriting. I do it one more time. Comma 0, right? And then the B, x equals to 0, y equals 7 pi over 4, as simple as 7 pi over 8, as simple as that. Okay. Now, you get this, AB. So AB is the base and the height, of course, right? Why? Let's see the curve. Let's see the, if you want to put on the drawing approach, it will be more simple. A is negative 7 pi over 4, negative 7 pi over 4, comma 0, right? This is for point A. Point B is this, 0, comma negative 7 over 8 pi. Okay, it has to be less than. So this will be the triangle that is formed. See, this is the base and the height without looking at the negative, because base and height cannot be negative. So this is the base, so half times base times height. So we get this as the area of AOB. Man, this is very hard. No need to use the sine rule, by the way.
Can you help explain? Wait, is this paper done? Is this the last question?
Wait, no, not yet.
Oh, okay, okay.
Okay, but for number 9, how is it? Do you have any question?
Not really, just a lot of working.
That's it. Yeah, I have to admit that this is so much working. Now, the formula also. Solve cos 2 cos 3x equals secant 3x. Secant is 1 over cos, right? Remember? This one. And then you cross multiply 2 cos square 3x, right? Cross multiply equals 1 over 2. Right? Wait. Oh, no 2 at all. You put 2 on the right side, that becomes 1 over 2. See? Right? So cos square 3x equals 1 over 2. You put 2 on the right side. And then, hey, what I'm doing? Wait. See, I did something wrong. Everything is wrong. No 4, 2. Shoot, man. Okay. Let's finish this. Wait. Okay, the eraser tool is very, very annoying. I cannot erase fast. Sorry, it took a while. Oh man, oh my goodness, wait. Well, I think it's one more because we have A and B. Okay, so right, so cos 3x equals to square root half, or cos 3x equals to negative square root half. So you do the cos thing because you can compare cos with cos also, right? So cos inverse of negative 1 over 2, cos inverse of square root 1 out of 2. Don't do in the radian form again. My goodness, I forgot. Wait, blank. So shape mode, degree. 45. Okay. So cos 3x equals cos 45. So the formula 3x equals to plus minus 45. Remember this rule, plus k times 360. And the second one, cos 3x equals cos, using the formula, the shift cos, but using the negative. The negative is always outside of the square root. Put the negative here. Bang, 135. Write down. So 3x equals plus minus 135 plus k times 360. Right? And then if you are finding x, you have to divide by 3. That's the simple way. So x equals plus minus 15, right? Plus k times 120. In this case, you divide also by 3. So x equals plus minus 135 by 3. 45 plus k times 120. And then you need to put the k as the whole number. It can be 0. So it's plus minus, so you have to separate between two parts also. You pick the first positive, plus k times 120. X equals negative 15 plus k times 120. And this also separated into two parts. X equals 45 plus k times 120. X equals negative 45 plus k times 120. So k can be start from 0, and then the x will be 15. If I start at 1, x equals 135, right? Because 1 times 120 is 120 plus 15. So it is not included because the limit is 120. So if k equals 0, it's no answer. Why? Because it's negative 15. If k equals 1, you get the answer. So x will be 105. Done. And then next, if k equals 0, the x will be 45. It's still okay. If k equals to 1, it's more. And k equals 1, it is 85. 75, I mean. Right? If k equals 1, 45 minus 1, negative 45 plus 120, 75. So this is the answer. So x would be 15, 45, 75, or 105. That's all the possibilities of x. Okay, Vicky? You need to memorize formula. This will be the formula.
Okay.
Okay, next. Okay, solve 3 cosecant square. How do you do the cosecant square? The cosecant square, you need to use this, the top side. I mean, on the formula booklet, it's given, clearly given. There you go. Cosecant square equals 1 plus cotangent. Cosecant square is equals to 1 plus cotangent. Right? Cosecant square is 1 plus cotangent square. I do the calculation. And if tan, so if I have tan x equals tan theta, so the x will be theta plus k times 180. Okay, that's the formula. And then if cotangent theta, but this is cotangent, right? How do you solve cotangent becomes tangent? Use the formula, and then you will get the cotangent as 0.52 as the formula of ABC. The A is 3, the B is 8, the C is negative 5, right? And then it has to be 0.52 and negative 3.185. So to calculate the tangent, you just switch the order. So tan y equals 1 over 0.52. The answer is 1.92. And tan y equals to 1 over negative 3.18. 9. So it's negative 0.313. Use the formula, use the calculator, shift tan, and you put the formula here. Okay, the angle 62.4549 plus 180k, and you check the value of k until it reaches 360. If it is more than 360 or less than 0, you excommunicate. Right, so we have k as 0, you get 62.49, and k equals 1, you get this, just add, and this. We have 4 answers: 62.49, 162.62, 242.49, and then 342.62. That's the answer. 4 possible answers. Okay, plus formula sine. Okay, you put the 2 to the right side, becomes 1/2. 1/2 shift sine of 30 degree. Right, so z plus 60 equals to 30 and 180 minus 30. This is the rule. Okay, if I have sine x equals sine a, so x equals a plus 360k, or 180 minus alpha plus 360k. So this is the alpha, and this is the 180 minus alpha, and you get the answer, degree and degree, but the question is asking you for radian. Use radian then. Okay, radian. Remember, from degree to radian? From degree to radian, you divide by 180 times by pi over 180. That's it. So 330 times pi over 180. I don't simplify this because it's not asked. Okay, we are done. It's sharp 1 hour. Any questions so far?
Can I ask about another question on another paper?
No problem.